Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Moon.
And it's your girl, Sky.
And welcome to a slice of the Poly Pie with Moon.
And Sky.
First off,
Happy fucking New Year.
Happy New Year, goddammit.
What's
yeah.
goody, people? Let me get that charger.
Nigga, we made it.
And another year.
Y'all trying to take my shit. You come in, you starting off the New Year taking my shit.
It's 8 o'clock. The New Year been here.
Tried to take my goodies last night. I was asleep on your ass.
That's okay. I'm going to tag your ass today.
See, I'm already knowing, G.
You know what it is. You know how I do. So how was your New Year? How was last night for you?
Last night was cool, man. Shit, a nigga was asleep. Nigga was asleep, man. Shit. I brought in the New Year and I went to sleep.
You did. You did go to sleep.
Man, Rising King, what up, my boy?
Thank you.
Sheba baby pedophile, how you doing? No.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with.
Oh man.
On New Year's Day.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you like that? How you like my good? You know my hair.
Yeah, new do alert.
And new color. It's a color. It's not a
okay, a new color alert.
I didn't change my hairstyle. That's the difference.
Man, G. It's been one of them days.
It's been a good day.
Yes.
Like we relaxed.
Very, very good day.
You know what I'm saying? We chilled. We enjoyed our New Year's Day. See, I got on my onesie. You know, my pajamas.
I was cold. I've been cold.
All day. I'm gonna start hitting you with maybe you're anemic.
Maybe.
Like you be doing my ass.
You know it's 40 now, so you know.
It's 40 what?
I'm 40 now, so it ain't no telling what's going on with my body.
Oh my gosh, not with your body.
With my body.
If you want my body, okay, no.
Please, please, please don't forget to like, share, go to YouTube because we are live streaming on YouTube as well. So please go over there and hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Select the notification button so whenever we got some content pumping out, y'all know it first.
Did you say pump it out?
Pumping out.
Okay, you did say that.
Yeah, I said pumping out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got people up in this motherfucker.
We got people. What up, man?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So today we got a really
That's a lot of reallys.
Because this is an important topic as well as a good topic.
Okay.
We're gonna discuss.
So what we gonna discuss, boss?
Dealing with PTSD in relationships.
Whew. It is a really good subject.
That's a lot of reallys, boss.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think this is a real serious topic to be discussed in the open without judgment, without fault. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody done been through something that led them to this point, and that shit still fuck with them throughout. So, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into that. But first, it's the New Year, y'all. So y'all know we gotta take a shot for the New Year. Y'all already know what it is. So
I don't
get
know
y'all
if
shot.
I can do shots today. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay, you ain't got to
I
do
was doing shots of
You ain't got to do a shot. I'll do a shot.
I'm gonna do half a shot.
She gonna do a half a shot.
Cause baby, I was drinking moonshine last night, champagne.
I hope you
You
ain't
know,
drink
we was
mine.
getting I ain't drink yours.
Oh,
We
okay.
was getting it in. Shout
This
out
to 2024, man.
2024. Happy New
2024.
Year.
Happy New Year. Salute everybody. Mm-hmm.
Woo. Uh, um, Bash the writer was in studio with, well, not studio, was with us, and she was like, "Hey, you was tossing them shots back like it was nothing. What was you doing?" I was like, "Gee, I always take a water back. A lady needs to, I don't want to make no ugly face, so you gotta throw your shot back, be real cute with it. I ain't finna."
My bad. Water skeeted out. Skeet.
I'm not doing this with you.
Okay.
Not a skeet on us.
Man, look. So, let's get into it.
Okay.
D, what up with it, boy? Shots today might be a problem.
Man, you see?
I think shots for, I would take shots for y'all, man, because I think everybody party hard last night, and I'm glad everybody was safe. You know what I'm saying? We ain't do nothing but just chill. Family came over, had all the babies here, and we was just in the crib, man. We missed the countdown.
No, we didn't.
We missed the countdown, but we reacted the countdown.
We did not miss said countdown, okay? Because at midnight, me and Nene was on it. We just didn't do the countdown, but we was at midnight.
Shaven, so we missed the countdown.
Oh, okay. No, I'll be high.
Yeah, we missed the countdown. Sativa, what up, baby?
We missed the countdown.
But we reenacted it, you know what I'm saying? So we got, Mom, she lived in Seattle, Washington. So we just, they waited and did it with her. You know what I'm saying? We took a video.
Yes.
And, yes. It is what it is. Lydell, Jamira, what up? So let's get into this topic, G.
Yeah, let's get into this topic.
What you doing?
I'm sharing the live.
She's sharing the live. So, PTSD
is, you know what PTSD?
Post
we look up
traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
Aha.
You know I like to leave y'all smart and shit.
Yes. So I have a gang of shit from my previous relationship that's, man, fucked me up even to this day.
I'm going to do the definition.
We're going to give you the definition of PTSD whenever she ready.
Wait, I wasn't getting there yet. I was going to let you keep on talking.
Whenever she gets to doing what she's doing, she the statistician and she quick to Google some shit.
Boy.
She quick.
Okay. I had called a little brain fart. So, okay. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health condition that can develop in people who have experienced a shocking, scary, or dangerous event. It can be triggered by experiencing or witnessing a terrifying event. Flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, uncontrollable thoughts about the events, arousal and reactivity symptoms such as being easily started, feeling tense or on guard or on edge, having difficulty connecting, having difficulty concentrating, having difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, feeling irritable and having angry or aggressive outbursts, engaging in risky, reckless, or destructive behavior. Like, it's no joke, right? So the reason why I think for us, we wanted to have this discussion, right?
Go ahead.
So last year for us was ended really hard, and we struggled in our relationship, and we struggled where we were going to go and how to move. And usually, we have really good relationship communication, right? And our New Year's together have always been good. No matter if John was at work, no matter what, we kiss at midnight. last year, particularly New Year's, I remember John barely wanted to kiss me. He was barely talking to me. Um, he barely wanted to say anything to me. He didn't want to be alone with me, touch me. Like, it was bad. And it was not something that necessarily John did, but a collective of things that I did. And so coming into this new year, I was extra really like clingy because like I know everything is good between us, but you have that trigger, right? So John got a little quiet, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I'm just like, well, are you good? Show me a smile. And he smiled. He like, what's going on? I'm good. And I had to tell him like, shit, I got a little PTSD, damn it. Like, I know we good, and I know where we are in our relationship is good. I know we're in a really good, healthy space. Hey, Jaquil. Shut up, Lydell. And I know that we're in a really good space in our relationship, so there's no need to have anxiety around where we're at, right? But because we had that moment, it was like, even though we went into New Year's and we weren't mad at each other, which is weird. Like, I don't know where it came from.
Well, I mean, I really like a lot of triggers that we have do stem from past traumas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a couple of mine is over talking me or interrupting me and prohibiting me from vacating the premises.
Why you gotta sound like that? Vacating the premises?
I mean, I
prohibiting me from vacating the premises.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we, arguing or we in a heated discussion rather, and I'm just trying to walk it off, and you're standing in front of me impeding my process to get out. Nah, man, that's like a trigger for me. Like, that shit just take me off. Like, I can't do it. I go somewhere else. I do. Like, I don't like it at all. And it took me a while because as far as like anxiety and mental health is concerned with me, I grew up, I guess, suppressing a lot of stuff for the simple fact I didn't have time to be like, damn, and wallow and be like, oh, that's fucked up. Yeah. I didn't have time to do that because I had to make my next move, G, because it was either I was going to be homeless or I was going to be dead. So it was like I needed to make my next. So I didn't have time to sit and really think about what happened, how I fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff that I did with when it comes to that, I suppressed a lot of shit. So anxiety and stuff, like, that's something new for me.
Mm.
I don't know I don't know nothing about. I don't feel anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I started to feel anxiety going to court.
Yeah.
That's when I started to feel anxiety.
Yeah.
When I started going to court, and this was in the first 2 years of me going to court. You know what I'm saying? I through the roof. What could happen? What might happen?
But let people know what you was going to court for.
I was going to court for child support.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't non-payment of child support. It was a motherfucker trying to break me down to my brake pads in front of the motherfucking police station. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Love you both. Happy New Year's. Oh, thanks. Lonzo. You know what? So I didn't realize. I knew I had triggers, right? I didn't realize that I had relationship PTSD until a few relationships ago. A few weeks ago, talking to our therapist, and she pointed out to me that I have domestic violence PTSD, and that it's certain things that trigger me to shut down and prepare to leave, right? So I start to prepare myself to leave the relationship. And so I do things that try to prevent, I guess, myself from being hurt. And once I'm hurt, that's what. And I never knew it, right? I never. It is crazy because of the different things that I do recognize about PTSD and relationship and domestic violence and people. It was weird because of a conversation I was having with someone, and I remember saying that I could not be um, in a friendship with someone who was dealing with domestic violence because I have people that I've lost who's lost their life to domestic violence, right? And so for me, it's triggering emotionally when it comes to my feelings that I can't. I'm not able to deal in that friendship. Like the only thing I can think of, like I am not a person who would tell you what to do in your relationship. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I listen. If you ask me my advice, I'll be like, well, I would, and this is what I did. I can't tell you what to do, but if it's a case of domestic violence, there is no not telling you what to do. There is no not telling you to go. So for me, knowing that a friend may be in this kind of situation, it unearths things inside of me, and it does make me become more clingy to John. I become more needy because now I'm having flashbacks. I'm remembering different things, and I've gone through different type of abuse. I've gone through physical abuse. I've gone through emotional abuse. I've gone through mental abuse. So it's like I cannot allow myself to, I guess, be there. It is triggering. Like I have nightmares. I will have recurring dreams of things that happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? So it does take me back to that place. And to not, like, all these years not know that I had that, but it explains a lot of the ways that I deal and I fight, or, not even fight, argue with John, or we have disagreements. You know what I'm saying? This need to be fight to be heard so much, and to try to dominate everything because of different things that I had to deal with when it came to being, dominated in a relationship and not being able to speak my mind and my feelings.
Oh, child.
I said a mouthful full, right?
Because you never know the mark you leave on the person.
Yeah.
Like, even like dealing relationship after relationship, even just casually, you know, dealing with somebody, you never know the mark you leave on them. Like, I never thought my actions would lead a woman to not want to be in a serious relationship anymore. I just never thought I had that much power.
It's not power.
Well,
It's
not in a
scars.
right,
You don't have power. You left scars.
yeah, but like you still influenced, and don't think of it power in a sense. I could change somebody's mind power if that makes sense.
You using the wrong word.
Maybe.
Yeah, because when you think of power, that's what power is. You can't change the meaning of power. But what you take yourself outside of what you think it should be and understand where she think it should be. You didn't leave power. The mark you left was a scar. So you left a scar that was so deep that that person no longer desires this type of relationship with another person.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
triggering. It gives her anxiety and she can't deal with it. It's, excuse me, she's like, nah, I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? It's a scar that is so deep that's in her that she can't move forward as far as relationships go. So it's not power, it's a scar.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yeah, that was one of the best words
But
to use.
I think we as people don't realize. So remember when I told you, was like, I said you do have the responsibility for how you make people feel, right?
Yeah.
So we don't realize, and I'm not saying this like I am a perfect exeter out of people's life. Believe me, I am. I want to leave a mark when a motherfucker done me wrong too, right? But we don't realize how we exit out of people's life. What circumstances took us out of their life. You know what I'm saying? If it was a mutual, hey to everybody that's joining and speaking to us. We see y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like, share. Our title of this live is Relationship PTSD. Go ahead, share that with that title. We would be greatly appreciate it. Hey, Gerald with the J, you Bobby, Day, aka Day Day. What up, Terrence, Angelique, and Sativa? But back to what I was saying, like we don't realize the mark that we leave on people, whether good or bad. So you don't understand like the things that you went through in a relationship with a person. When they go to move on into their next relationship, they remember what the fuck you did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The person that you was to them. And that becomes, if they don't deal with it, baggage. But if they deal with it, right? So I've dealt with my domestic violence. I've dealt with understanding that part of my life and what I went through, and even knowing what my triggers are. What I didn't realize is that I have PTSD, that there are moments where I'm taken back into that moment, even though I've had all these instances and occurrences over the last few years. I never realized that that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I go to, and until, like I said, our therapist told me, like, you need a support group. And I'm like, whoa, a support group? And then it becomes like, because I am a good person for getting people together, right? Do I start a support group? And it's like, no, I need somebody to facilitate. Mm-hmm. I need someone who will facilitate as me and other women share our experiences and be in a safe space to open up, because as much as I've told John, he's not had to deal with it. Praise everything that you can praise, that he's not an abusive man. He, don't get me wrong, he ain't perfect in no way, and I'm not perfect either, but he's not an abusive man. And so it's hard for him to understand the different things that I have fears to, that I have triggers to, because it's something that he's never did nor experienced. Well, somewhat experienced. I think you experienced mental and emotional abuse.
I'm trying to tell. I keep on telling you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I keep on telling you. Like that's why it's certain things that I just won't stand for and I can't stand for. You know what I'm saying? Angelique says, I'm a domestic violence survivor as well. That's why I don't like a man trying to pressure me. Yeah. I'm free from the BS. I'm okay. And I owe no one anything. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, and unfortunately, a lot of men, a lot of the decent men out here have to deal with battered and bruised women from DV.
Oh, hold on.
You know what I'm saying? We do.
We do too.
I didn't say y'all didn't, baby. Calm down. I was getting there. I was going there. Damn. See.
Oh, my bad.
I'm blinking, y'all. I'm blinking. I'm blinking. I was getting there.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
On the men's side, we don't look at things we encounter from women as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate, I should say. Because we always think, as being a man, we ain't gotta, we too tough to deal with somebody abusing us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't come in the form of physical abuse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we get fucked up at. We get the women, you ain't never gonna be shit. Your daddy runs shit. Mm-hmm. You're a horrible daddy. You're a nothing ass daddy.
Nothing ass nigga.
Nothing ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that is mental abuse and emotional abuse. It's the same. The only thing this motherfucker ain't doing is putting their hands on you, because they probably know if they put their hands on you, you're gonna fuck them up. But it's still abuse nevertheless.
Yeah. And women don't realize it.
Yeah. And then men grow from that. So the next time they get a woman and they say these triggering words to them, it has its effect on them.
Yeah.
And they sitting back wondering like where it came from.
Yeah. Like dead ass.
Yeah, like and just I've dealt with so many women who was sexually abused, physically abused, mentally, and it's real hard, especially not fully understanding. You know what I'm saying? Where you coming from? Like I can't physically go back and be like, oh, I know how that feels. That's just like when somebody lose a loved one, and it's like, what do you say? Are you okay? No, they ain't okay. God damn it, they just lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you just have to be there and listen and be patient because we have been fucked up, and I'm gonna say we as a whole, we've been fucked up, and it's unfortunate that most of us have experienced some type of abuse in our life
and not know it.
You know, and some rightfully right out, they know it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it's wild. It's crazy.
I think to me, what's crazy is men are not able to be in a safe space to say I've experienced abuse. Men are not able to say, I was in this relationship, because what they'll say is she was crazy, she was negative, she was nasty, she had a bad attitude. But because there's no way to communicate, nobody is realizing what the other person may have gone through already in life by the time you got to them. It's a reason why they react to life in this way. You know what I'm saying? Like me and John, I feel like you was raised on survival. I was raised on love. Mm-hmm. And they always say people that was raised on survival and one that's raised on love can't be in a relationship together. And that's not true. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know. I struggled and had struggles in my life in my own way, in my own right. You know what I'm saying? And I moved through it my way. I didn't have to go through the struggles that he went through. And it was just the way that the environment we were placed in, which gives us that survival over love. Because the love is used very loosely on my end. I would say that. So men are not, I have to be protectors. And because they got to be protectors, they can't say, this is what happened to me. This is how I was treated. This is how this woman treated me. This is how all they can tell you is their baby mama was negative and mean to them. But no woman don't want to accept that men are just as broken as we are. And the crazy thing about it is hearing movies and different women. I don't have time for no emotional man. Then you won't have time for a person who could be empathetic to your feelings and needs, because what you're saying is you want somebody that's closed off to emotions and feelings. So you can get a man that's closed off to emotions and feelings, but you can't get mad when he don't understand where you're coming from when your feelings get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have time for a man that could break down and say, you don't understand how much this hurt me. Because I need that moment. I need you to be able to feel love and trust in me, that you can be vulnerable with me. You want me to read the comments?
Yeah. Because we got some good ones, and we appreciate y'all for commenting. This is kind of a heavy topic today. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get through this to get to the fun shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this something, especially starting off this new year, this is something that a lot of people need to identify and attack head on, man. We can't keep putting this out because it's a part of mental health.
Yeah.
It's a part of mental health. And that shit is becoming, woo.
It's part of that feel good. It's part of New Year's resolution, right? If you can't say I'm going into the new year, new me, when you don't deal with the old you. Mm-hmm. And what I love about last year was a new year, right? We dealt with the old us at the beginning of last year. So when we talked about 2023 this morning, I said it was the best and worst year all in the same year. You know what I'm saying? Because coming into 2023, it was hard. Like I had to peel off, I had to do a lot of deep searching and hold myself accountable and come back and apologize to people that I hurt and ask for forgiveness. And then understand that even after they forgive me, that don't mean that we gonna be together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So to work through what we worked through to end the year, it was the best and worst shit. So you can't come into a new year knowing that you got old shit that you ain't dealt with, that you ain't worked through, you done hurt people, you ain't even dealt with. Okay, fine, you walk away with it, but you still got to deal with it.
Yep, because it's still you. It's still on you.
So, thank you, Andrew. I know it's a difference. What up, Erica? And Andrew say mental. Angelique said, well, therapy got me through, but like she said, I know my triggers, so I stop them before they start. Tay laughed. We probably said something funny. And Gerald said, I'm still working through my PTSD. Hold on, I lost the comment. I'm still working on my PTSD that's coming from a different perspective. My mother surrendered from suffered from domestic violence, and I witnessed it. And that is damaging for you.
That's as a child.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes. So you coming from that perspective to watch it and being a mom and learning from my daughter, that's something that triggers her because she watched it in me. It was very hard. It was a hard conversation to have. And not because I had to have it with her, but she had to have it with me. Not realizing like, wow, what I thought I was doing for the family, I had my daughter sit back and watch it. It's like, well, my dad don't do this, but why is my mom experiencing this over here? You know what I'm saying? So it was mind-boggling. So I understand 100%. And Andrew said the world is broken. It is in some ways. Literally today is my dad's death day, and I had a semi-snap on someone for using my trigger because I didn't want to
see them.
I didn't want to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't want to see them. You on that BS, dude. Don't gaslight me. I want to be alone and owe you nothing. I had to find my voice. You do sometimes because people want you to do things in their ways. The security of healing is respect and patience. Facts. Hey, my loves. Happy New Year's. Hey, Shay. And I'm going to get my son in therapy because he heard it. And there it is. You know, we don't realize the oldest is in therapy, and I asked our son did he want therapy, and he told me no, and I'm just waiting. I honestly believe, and they all need someone that they can vent to and tell their voice to and their feelings to. I grew up being told my feelings wasn't valid because I was a kid and I didn't know what I was feeling. And I really don't believe that because I remember being a kid and I remember those fucking feelings. I mean, as an adult.
I mean, how can you tell somebody they don't know what they feeling? Like, whether you agree with it or not, it's still some way they feel it.
Yeah.
So you still have to search and find the way that they're feeling. And if it ain't the feeling that they trying to coincide with what they going through, then you teach them. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going through that with our 11-year-old, right? The main thing we encourage is open line of communication. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter how you think we would feel.
Yeah.
We don't care about none of that. Because what could you do as a child? You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, what could you do as a child to make a motherfucker be like, I disown you. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing. It's nothing you can do. Now we got kids that's scared to come and say, oh, Dad, I was playing with slime in the house and stuck it to the ceiling.
She's 9.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? If we didn't have that open line of communication, she would have never came and told me. She would have tried to clean it up.
Yeah.
Like I did so many times when I was a shorty.
Yep. And teach them you don't have to clean it up by yourself. Like, this is a job too big for you. So now what you finna do? You know what I'm saying? Too many, they're very impressionable. And this was they're very impressionable where don't cut out my plaster and my wall and try to, because you watch it on TV and shit. Come to me, let me know that you did something you weren't supposed to do, and we'll figure it out together. By hiding and covering it up. You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, I'm not going to hold you. That's a lesson that I taught based off of PTSD. Based off of being the kid that was afraid and realizing when I got older, if I just told the truth, I would have gotten into trouble a whole lot less. And with, the oldest two, I definitely try my hardest to instill that too. And as well as the youngest two. Journey is getting it, she's getting it way better. But, Jordan is little, so little kids got to be like, it takes them some time.
They got to bump their head.
Yeah, she bumping it. It's 5:00. We passed 8:30.
I was okay. I was trying to slow
it's okay.
it down.
We're gonna hit it at 9. We're gonna hit it at 9.
We could do 8:45.
Gerald said, and please keep on communication with him, not forcing him, but letting him know he could be heard. Yeah. Like it's like John didn't understand the bed policy with the kids and allowing them to sit on the bed and feel comfortable to lay there and talk to us and hang out with us. Like, and of course we're fully clothed, but it's like, to me, that's intimate moment, intimate time, intimate space. Like I remember being pregnant and going to my grandparents' house and laying in a bed and eating ice cream and taking a nap.
But see, great point. Because I was always told, don't come in my motherfucking room and lay on my bed.
I laid on top of the blanket. We wasn't on no sheets.
No, I'm saying just the difference in between how you was able to go and get that, intimate time with your grandparents. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say, get out my motherfucking room.
I mean, sometimes, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
I had my own house, so I was welcome. And
if nobody wants you there, your granddaddy wants you there.
Yeah, my granddaddy was like, "Come on, baby." And he every time I came after work in the summertime, and he just had his bowl of ice cream ready for me, and I'd be sit down on the bed in between them. And my grandma just shake her head, and because she sat in her space, and I was just not.
I can't remember once doing that.
Really?
Nah, not once. I can't remember doing it. And my parents was pretty fucking cool. Like, especially like when I was a teenager, I felt like I had more of a voice. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to when I was, a preteen and a kid.
Yeah, the same thing.
Younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't say that I didn't like anything. I don't like that food. Oh, nigga, that's what you gonna eat.
Yeah.
Or you gonna starve. You pick and choose which one. So now I'm stuck eating Great Northern beans and cornbread
at 6.
At 6. You know what I'm saying? Some dry ass rice.
You got a wife that do not like no goddamn Great Northern beans.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it feels funny to hear my kids say no, they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And
then I'd be like, okay, I won't make it.
Be like, cool. Yeah. All right. It's cool.
Like, I think forcing things on people is a form of abuse. Like, forcing someone to eat something they literally tell you they don't like is a form of abuse.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to force, like, so it depends. Like, when it came to vegetables and spinach, I found a different way to put it in the kids' food. To now that they're older, they like it. You know what I'm saying? Different things like that. But if they're like 12, 11, talking about they don't like something, guess what? They really don't like it.
Oh, yeah. Once you get to a certain age, you don't like some shit, you don't like some shit. Jamira said, growing up, I saw different forms of generational abuse in my family. My great mother, I'm thinking great grandmother, being emotionally abused by my grandmother, was physically and emotionally abused. Why I get abused? And so was my mother.
Wow.
Damn. I in turn fell victim to the same types of abuse through family and my relationship, including sexual abuse.
Yeah.
I thought, in a sense, it was expected to happen until the first fight I had with my kid's dad and having to literally fight for my life as well as my son who I was pregnant with. I believe I could have relationship PTSD just from how I carry myself in relationships now. I have a fight or flight mentality.
Baby,
Man.
don't I know that fight or flight?
Yes, yes.
Don't what I tell you when I met you?
That same shit.
Yeah. I got to fight or flight, and I'm not fighting no more. I'm just gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to physically fight. Yeah. So I fully empathize with you, Jamira. Like, yeah. And you see Gerald said the same thing. He watched his mother being abused. So that could go one or two ways. Either you raise a man that believe in order to get to women, this is what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or you raise a man that understand that he doesn't have to do it. It is literally a 50. There's so many men that say, and I had the same thing. You know, spoken to someone about what happened in our relationship, and it was an apology, and he said, I didn't know what else to do. This is what I saw.
Yeah, and I've seen my dad. Like my dad is a 6'4", healthy dude. My mom is every bit of like 5'6", frail little thing. She used to fuck my daddy up.
My mama not frail.
She slipped it with her cute ass.
Okay, there you go. My mama not frail. But you can finish. You see, I had to drink my water. Like, let me let you know, my mama not frail.
But no, they used to physically get into it, and my dad never put his hands on my mom. At least I never seen him do it. But my mama wasn't going. She a fighter for real. Like she watched her father shoot her mom in the head. Like for real, like no bullshit. And then she didn't die. You know what I'm saying? Like this. When she told me that, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I can understand, and I don't really, want to go too much into my mama's story, but I can understand why she lived her life the way she lived her life, because she seen a whole lot of shit. And if you have nobody to talk to, what the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What outlet are you going to use? You want to forget about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just transferred from generation to generation. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I don't watch my mama slice my daddy's stomach with a knife.
But that's the reason why. Like you said, because of what she saw is the reason why she reacted in relationships the way she did. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you before you get me.
Yeah.
I am, and I'll drop you in this relationship before you're ever, like, I'll do to you. You won't be able to shoot me like my daddy shot my mama. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna shoot you. Mm-hmm. And that in itself could be counterproductive. Yeah. In the relationship and how people are dealing with each other and just being healthy. Hey, Sinful. Nate said, I wish I could have had that growing up. I guess in a loving environment. And Gerald said, I was raised on survival as well. I never had a voice until my 20s. And see, let's be clear. I sat in my grandparents' bed in my 20s. And like I had my own house. I was 22 when I was pregnant with Micah. I could not sit in their, well, no, that's not true. I did sit in their bed every now and then. And it was a lot of us, and we could sleep in my no, we couldn't sleep in her room. We got in trouble for that. That time. But yeah. Kendall said, damn, I could have been on time for the first one of the year. Nikki said, I didn't start to get help from my drama until a year ago. My partner told me that he could deal with my crazy, so I decided I need help. What up, Vic? Thanks for watching. Hey, Natanji. My baby told me he could deal with my crazy too. That's why I'm getting help too. I'm 42 years old and I feel more empowered, and it's brought me and my person much closer because I've seen up for my issues. Therapy, prayer, and fasting works if you do the work. You are, Nikki, you are 1,000% correct. And just knowing what your issues is and being able to deal with them. Emotional manipulation is my trigger. I've always been at a tug of war with wanting people I know that wasn't good for me and let them play with my mind because I just wanted that love that I felt I didn't have with no male figures in my life and being a ward of the state. So I had abandonment issues.
Ooh, child,
Come on.
Look.
Come on.
That abandonment issue, that is like the biggest form of PTSD that Black people deal with.
Yep.
I ain't gonna talk about nobody but my race. You know, what I identify with, my culture.
I would say even our age group.
You know, and our age group.
Yeah, we deal with it way more than our parents and their parents because they had more two-parent household than our age groups did.
Yeah.
So we have way more neglect and abandonment issues than they do. But they don't get it.
Yeah, but see, it's two ways you could deal with that. And I just had to realize this about myself, right? You could deal with it as I'm a wrap my arms around you so much so you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So you could smother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The other way you could deal with it is the way I deal with it. If you leave, I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So shit.
I could take you and leave you.
I could take you and leave you. Because I was 8 and we got snatched from my mom and my dad. And I was able to live life without living with the first woman that I loved. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
if you leave, that don't mean nothing.
If you leave, I'm gonna have to start all over again and I'll be fine.
I've done it already.
And I've done it to its most purest form and survived. So if I could get taken away from my mother and not have a breakdown, what the fuck you think you gonna do to me? You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. You just gonna be gone and I'm gonna be cool. I didn't realize that because, I use that a lot, especially when we were dating. I use that a lot. I mean, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to hurt.
But I'll be all right.
But I'll be cool. Not knowing that was me dealing with my abandonment issues when it came to women. I treated tons of women like that. Not wanting to fully commit to a woman. Because I didn't know if she was going to be there or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, telling the motherfucker, you know you can't live without. You know you don't want to live without. I ain't going to say can't live without, but you don't want to live without. Telling them, you can go. I'll be cool. Dealing with that PTSD, not even knowing.
Yeah.
Not even knowing.
So what we learned is you either a giver or a taker in a relationship. So you're either the one pulling away or the one pushing, right? Grabbing that. Whereas John would be the one like, I'm good. And I'm like, but wait. Mm-hmm. And we do that in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, if I'm tugging so much and pulling him towards me, he pulling away, then what I'll do is I'll disassociate and be like, well, it's time to pack it up, this shit over, we dead. We might as well call it. Mm-hmm. It's time. I'm going to just let it go. And my mindset goes to, you know, John is going into it, if I can have you, I can have you. If I don't, I can take you or leave you mode. That's what I call it. And so I'm glad we worked through the take it and leave it and the gotta, because I get now, like, you're going to be here. You're not going nowhere. We're going to work through us. Mm-hmm. And people be asking me, you know, when they always say, what's y'all secret? There is no secret. You find somebody that's willing to work at what y'all got, no matter what, because they see how special it is, just like you do, and y'all gonna have it. You find somebody that say, I realize that you got some things that you go through in life that you're working through, and I'm going to be right here with you while you work through it. That's magical, because a lot of people ain't going to be there with you. Something wrong with the screen is skipping.
Oh man.
Get them words off there. I have people
I
ask
put
me
it
where
up there
my
so you can read it.
yeah. I don't know if that's what's making it go flicker. I have people ask me where my diagnosed touch aversion comes from, and it's weird. Half of it was watching my mom provide love without smothering me with physical affection, and the other half getting beat or emotionally manipulated into physical touch. Oh, diagnosed touch aversion. I think that's something that we have to talk more about.
Touch aversion.
Yeah. I know I no longer I no longer know I've been an issue, but other toxic people have. Once someone showed me they not genuine, I leave them alone. Great. I agree with you. And Andrew said perspective. I'm Aquarius. I'll ghost people in a heartbeat and act like they never existed. Girl, I'm a Pisces and I act like nevermore. Ishay says, oh, she was saying Happy New Year to Ishay. Oh. Yeah. And hey, Lakia, thank you for watching. Yeah, that is to me is what I always call it my Nataji said this is our trait. My defense mechanism is my ability to act as if I didn't care and I never cared, and knowing that I definitely care and I still do. Um, it's hard. I know that I don't want to feel like this for people, but sometimes to disassociate or to remove to remove myself from what's happening, to not have to deal with it, to not have to be bothered with it. Like, it's stressful.
But that's where my wanting to be heard and like no matter what, like no matter where we at, if you cross the line, G, I'm gonna tell you right then and there. I'm not gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? My problem was I had to understand the difference. Like our relationship is different than, you know, a family member or a friend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's private shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be out in the street like, motherfucker, you know what the fuck you did? You know what I'm saying? Then we'll be on World Star. Did it
because baby, we talked a few episodes ago about how I do not like public confrontation, and if pushed far enough,
I look like I'm with the crazy woman.
And he'd be like,
shots ready, though.
He'd be like, okay, calm down, calm down. And it's no calming down. It is none. So I would tell him, like, he know when I lean in and talk through my teeth, it's not control. I am utterly
I look at it like that, though.
No, I am utterly embarrassed. And I'm probably about to, my cheeks are red. So I'm not angry. I'm embarrassed. And it's like, can we just talk about this with us? Because, and it don't matter who's right or wrong. I could be fucking right. And John could be dead ass wrong. Because it's a confrontation out in front of people, I can't, nah, we'll talk. Like, just, and then don't push me to it because now I'm snapping. Like, didn't I fucking tell you we'll talk later? And then John like, why you even have to talk to me like that? Like, what?
That could be a form of dismissal, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're the one who did it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm bringing it to you, and I'm telling you, and you telling me, nah, we can talk about it later. No, hold on, motherfucker. You the one who did the shit. Why the fuck I gotta wait to express my grievance on something you did?
Because we gonna go in this room, and we can talk about it, but we not gonna have an audience. We could go over here.
I give you that.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need, and I always tell them we don't need an audience. We don't need people to see. The harsh truth is you have to learn how to love with the heart. Disconnect from your perspective.
True. Hey, Drew, your ass gonna come on this motherfucker one of these times. You be saying a lot of good shit, G.
I don't understand how you say that's true. You got to learn to love with a healthy disconnect from your. Oh, when she tell us to step out of your blue world.
Yeah. Okay. I was just going to say that.
The purple world and the blue world.
Yeah.
Got you. For us,
you gotta
take yourself out of your
emotions out, you know, to understand where another motherfucker come from. Like I had to, like, you know, Quanta said, step out of my blue world of not having to go through physical abuse to step inside your pink world to see where
Purple.
Purple, I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Your purple world to see where you coming from dealing with your.
When you make comparisons, like, I don't understand why you treat me like that. It's not like I was abusing you, and I'd be like, whoa,
Right.
man, like, yeah, no, like you can't use my abuse against me, because that's what you're doing. You're weaponizing my domestic violence, and you don't realize that, because all you're saying is, wait, I'm not this bad of a person. The thing about it is, I already know you're not that bad of a person. Mm-hmm. So that's like when you make the comparison, when you be like, well, it's not like I cheated on you. And I'm like, well, first of all, you've never cheated on me, so I can't make that comparison. So you're not that person. You have to find something that me and you went through that can be a comparison. You've not cheated on me, so how the fuck can I sit and be say, okay, no, it's still bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's still bad to me. There is no comparison to that in our relationship. Shot the clock.
Shot it up.
I'm still doing half a shot. I feel. Look, man.
Take you a shot of water, man.
I am. I've been sipping water the whole time we sit here. You know I'm going to have to go to the bathroom.
So this shot is for all the DV survivors that didn't let that shit stop them.
Yeah, gang.
Help they deserve and that they need.
Yes.
This shot's for y'all, man.
Justice for Rachel. Salute. I had to say that.
That went down the wrong way.
Justice for Rachel. You okay that night? Put your arm up.
It went down the wrong pipe.
Disconnect from your perspective, but also with confidence that your partner will respect the perspective too. In my opinion, I can come out of my box, but I need you to acknowledge my box is there. There you go. Hey, Whitney, baby.
Super healthy, G.
Yes, that's
super
the whole
super healthy.
Like it's crazy the way she established our safe worlds, right? Our safe zone. My world is purple, John's world is blue, right? John has to be safe in his world. I have to be safe in mine. But we sometimes have to come outside our world to come together. We always got to come outside our own world to be together. But when it comes to a disagreement or something where I can feel like I didn't hurt John and John can feel like I did, that's why that whole if I hurt you shit in an apology is gaslighting. Because if a person told you they hurt you, whether or not you agreed with the fact that you hurt them, they're telling you you hurt them.
Right.
So there is no if. It may not have been on purpose, but you hurt a person. When I step outside of my world and step into his world, I am looking at his perspective. You're right, Andrew. I'm looking at it from his point of view. I'm still realizing that I still have my own feelings, and he's realizing it too. Because sometimes we'll hit a head, and John will be like, okay, let's do this. Coming outside of each other's world, when you ask a person to step inside of your perspective, you're asking for a compromise. And you have to feel like you're in a safe space. The whole relationship shit, y'all, dealing with PTSD in a relationship, you have to feel like you're in a safe space. You have to feel like your partner is safe. You have to feel like your home is safe. You have to feel like what y'all doing and how y'all move is safe. So you guys, it just can't be safe for one person, and us as women, because of a lot of different things we went through in relationship. Like me and John was talking, was it a movie or something? And I was like, that's how men leave women behind damage, and they don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize the damage that you leave, and then if she's not even really realizing, she collecting herself, packing herself up, and she's going into the next relationship, and in her mind,
she ain't even unpacked the shit. She just backed up.
All she doing is, okay, I need to protect myself from this, and in protecting herself from this, she can either A, become manipulating in other ways, or become the abuser to that man, because he had nothing to do with what the other person did.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, when I was like, I didn't know I had that much power. I didn't realize I left a lot of shit for a lot of motherfuckers to pack up.
Yeah.
And just not being at that particular time in my life man enough to be like, well, this is what the fuck I want, G.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you not on that. That's fine. But this is how I gotta live my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being able to say healthy, I don't need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not take it or leave it, but I don't need to do it because I can't live out loud.
Yeah.
I can't settle.
Yeah.
No one should settle.
Yeah.
Like when you settle, that's when you lie. That's when you cheat because you're still trying to achieve something inside of you that you need.
Yeah.
You know, and I just decided like enough was enough. I wasn't gonna lie no more. I wasn't gonna because the way that I want to live, the way I'm living my life now is the reason why I cheated because I felt like a motherfucker wouldn't understand me.
Mm.
Or I didn't want to hear them say they weren't on that.
You didn't get an option.
No.
A man that love options took away options.
No. Now this was early on in my endeavors.
Former years.
In my former life. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely took a lot of people's options from them.
Yeah.
But I can say before we made it official, it was a chick I was dealing with, and she knew what I was into, and she was just like, "Yeah, I ain't on that. I can't see myself doing that." And I was like, "That's cool. Well, now I got to exit stage left, and you know I got to do me. Like this was a dope ass chick. Like it wasn't nothing bad about it. The only thing was she wasn't bisexual. She wasn't you.
She was cool, but she wasn't me.
She wasn't you. You know.
Well, thank you.
It wasn't.
I mean, I came across guys that wanted to control this narrative and how I was going to be bisexual or pansexual. And I wasn't going to allow anyone to judge me or dictate how I was going to move with my coochie because it's mine. So it was so many, once I was able to live out loud, like I lost my voice. I was able to be abused and manipulated because I was told that what I wanted made me less than a woman. It made me nasty. It made me dirty. How I wanted to live. My mother's sexuality was weaponized against me. I was told that my strong personality would be the reason why men will always abuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, and I get it because when me and you got at odds bad, my mouth was atrocious, right? It's bad. John has told me that like your mouth can get real bad. Now I try my hardest not to hit below the belts, whereas I'm, demeaning you, calling you pussy, punk, different things like that. But I can use my words and hit sharp. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that we both can do. What we were told is we can be mean to each other. And we try to out-mean each other. And one thing that John says, because he knows that I don't like for us to fight and I really want to be over this shit. But he always be like, you don't want to go there because I say some shit that'll hurt you more than you can hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And so that infuriates me, which likes fire, and you want to do more. And I remember my ex telling me, like, when that part of me would kick in, that no matter what, no matter where I'm at, no matter the situation I'm in, a man will always want to fight me, right? So I remember when we first moved in together, and we had got into a disagreement, and I walked away from you, and you put your hand on my shoulder, and it triggered me, right? Mm-hmm. And so my mind went to, I'm getting ready to have to fight. As big as he is and everything we discussed, all we went through, I'm going to have to fight this nigga. Damn, because I really love him. And I balled up my fist and I was like, don't touch me. And you was like, but okay, Shima, can you not walk away when I talk to you? Like your voice was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like you had calmed down. You really just wanted to talk. But in my mind, you were manipulating me to fight me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, and so it's like, you was like, okay. And I told you, I was like, you can't touch me. Like when I'm mad like this, you cannot touch me. You can't put your hands on me, right? And you have to take your hand off me, and then we can talk. And you said, I'll back up, but you got to unball your fist. Like I hadn't realized I had balled up my fist. But I was ready for whatever you was going to give me because you just touching my shoulder was a trigger. Now, when I'm that upset, I just be like, well, why don't you just hug me?
Right. Exactly. Because I was definitely finna touch your neck.
No.
I'm like, now all you want me to do is hug you. Because first you didn't want me to touch you.
You got to understand, that was a trigger that was healed.
Gotcha.
I'm in a safe space. I don't have to fight for my relationship, like for my love.
People, it can happen. These traumas that we've had in our life, they can be healed. They can be rectified. You won't forget them, but you won't live your life a victim to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I remember we was going at it and shit. And I'm just trying to walk off. Now I told y'all a story last week about me running from when I had that situation.
Not me.
What I'm saying? It wasn't with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if most of y'all was here, so y'all heard it. If not, go back and look at the last episode. It was hilarious. So we going back and forth, and I'm like, look, maybe we just need to mellow out, go to our separate corners, and be done with it.
You finna call me little one.
Her little ass. Now everybody, most of y'all know us in person. 6'2", 5 feet, 5'1". 5'1" and a half.
Thank you.
5'1" and a half with stacked heels on. She stood in front of me like, you're not going nowhere. I'm like, man, look. I really need to go. I'm just trying to calm down, G. Like, and she didn't know this at the time.
No, I didn't.
You know, and I'm just like, G, move out my way. Please, just move out my way. And she was like, I'm not going nowhere. She's not putting her hands on it. She's just blocking the doorway for me to go out. And I wasn't going out the door. I was going downstairs. I remember picking her little ass up like, get out my way, man. Like, and I had to explain to her after that. That's a trigger of mine because I've been in a room and wasn't able to leave because a motherfucker didn't want me to leave. And they knew I wasn't going to put my hands on them. You know what I'm saying? So they used that against me. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The weaponizing like Jamira, her sexuality was, she said that she had to live in the shadows of her truth because when she told her ex that she was bi, he threatened to take her kids and he filed the case. Like, this is the thing, even women that are poly, there is a threat where their exes can file a case against their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, my ex already know. Like, he wish. So I'm not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But there is women that have to live in the shadows of their sexuality, in the shadows of their lifestyle. Like, you're absolutely right, because it's not the norm in society. And they can say that you're a sexual deviant because you want multiple partners at multiple times, not really understanding that it's like, I'm so fucking tired of saying this, but I swear I ain't gonna ever stop saying it. It ain't always about sex. It's not about the sex. So if it's not about the sex, people don't quite understand what is the point or the purpose. And that's fine, but they will weaponize it and use it against women who have kids. If you know women in the community and say what they'll do to them and how they'll tell on them and different things like that, like, it is beyond ridiculous, the manipulation that is put into getting people to do and live a life that you want them to live. That in itself is triggering. You know what I'm saying? Like, John, don't let me get to talking. And I talk fast at times, right? Baby, don't let me get to talking fast and loud. It's triggering. You be like, wait, what?
Man,
and so for a person that, you know, I'm from a Chicago, chicks talk fast. And we loud. But I have heard his fast, loud talking lies being spewed. So I understand, and that when he needs me to slow it down, I just have to. It's not a me thing. It's not something I did. He don't think I'm fast talking and shucking and jiving his ass. He just been fast talking, shucking jive.
Man. And it's all like, I remember, was I like during like my breaks with my ex-wife, I remember having a motherfucker on the phone that I'm talking to while she's talking so they can hear what the fuck it is that I deal with. Like, just hold, like, I have the phone and she'll be going off, talking, saying all these lies and shit, and just talking real fast like I didn't understand what the fuck she had just said. Like, bitch, you just lied. I heard you lie. I was sitting right there when you lied.
In 7 years I've been here, I heard
numerous, right? And I just remember because it was so like, you gotta be lying. This can't be going on. Like, I used to have witnesses and let people hear. Like, I still have a recording of the last argument we had.
You recorded it?
I had to record it. The last argument we ever had, I still got to record it.
I wasn't recording shit. Well,
it's a reminder.
My arguments were different.
Yeah,
a way to record things.
Right. Yeah, like it was. I used it. I kept it as a reminder, and it was like, it's the start of my mantra. Like, I am good enough. I am the shit. I am a dope father. I can be a dope partner.
You are a dope partner.
I am a dope partner. Yeah. To the right partner. You know what I'm saying? But like, I use it for comical purposes now. Like, I listen to that shit, be like, this bro was crazy. like I really wanted what I wanted. I was really, really selfish to do what I did with her. Like, I wanted all the smoke. I had to, because I seen it. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Give me these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you seen it nonsense.
Yeah, I seen it, man. But I
wish somebody had told me.
You seen it?
No, I didn't.
You seen it. You seen it. When you seen it, we all have to build up that resistance to it. We all have to build ourselves up to be strong enough to walk away.
Yeah, that's the conversation we had last night when they, talked about, my husband told me I wasn't shit. Funny how I dope as fuck and he struggled. Baby,
I usually do.
My ex told me wasn't no man gonna want no woman with 2 kids and 2 baby daddies. That I was used up, damaged, that niggas was gonna run through me. Nobody was gonna wife me. Nobody was gonna cuff me. I was gonna be, he told me I was gonna be out here in these streets and be alone, and that a bitch will always want him. Don't give no fuck. And I'm like, but you got 3 baby mom, 2 at the time. You got 2 baby mamas and 2 kids. Like, look who's talking. He was like, it don't matter how many kids a man has. It don't matter how many baby mamas a man has. No self-respecting man is gonna want you. You're used up. You're trash.
I had some of that the other day. It was still fresh to me.
But I remember, like, that's what he told me. And he told me that, I think in year 4, right? When I was like, yeah, I don't want this shit no more. And I stayed for like 4 more years. I believed it. Like, I really was like, because if you look at social media, men do put so many emphasis out there on the partners and women and kids. And so because of that thought process, I was like, ain't no man gonna want me. I do got 2 kids. I do got 2 baby daddies. Like, what does that say about me? You know what I'm saying? And I made that like, okay, so now I need to make myself this virtuous woman. I need to not want to partake in these activities. I need to make sure my home is taken care of, my kids is taken care of. I go to work, I go to church, and that's it.
I don't know about the church part, but everything else, Like, my thing is, I'm trying to see what type of parent you are.
Because you had kids.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but even before that, because before that, I always had the assumption, I use that word loosely because I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I'm gonna find a woman who don't have any kids, and we're gonna have our first kid together, and it's gonna be peachy. I'm in my late 20s. Most of the women at that time in their late 20s got kids. If not one kid, they got two. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was getting further and further and further away from that. So then I was like, man, I got to stop being so shallow in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was definitely on that shit. Like, for real, for real. Like, I'm not coming into this relationship without no kids, and you got kids, and you think, nah, I ain't on none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because my thing was, I didn't want to deal with that feeling of not being this child's biological father.
And having to leave that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I got over that shit real quick. And I was like, then when I ain't got kids and realized I was going to be out here being a bachelor with kids, it was like, all right, focus on how she's raising her kids.
Mm.
And it was touch and go for a minute because I was like, this little son of hers is a motherfucker.
Oh, wait, first of all, you talking about me?
Yeah. Like,
hey.
Like, when you want something, you going to work for it.
Yeah.
And I worked. That's
and even though he behaved the way he did, is he a bad kid?
No, absolutely. No, he wasn't.
He was just, struggling with his parents separating.
Yeah, he's not, and he, again, the kids could be the best teachers because definitely taught me a lot, and now that's my son.
Yeah, my issue was your ex. I was like, do I want to deal with this?
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, if you would have been like, I can't deal with this bitch, I was like, your ass weak, but I understand where you come from.
Because don't nobody want that drama, don't make them weak.
Right, I totally get it. Like, I understand from the aspect of a motherfucker keep coming for you and your hands are tied. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely get that. These kids. So
get y'all shots together. It's 9:22. This is what I would say. Ooh. In conclusion, no, like we all walk away from relationships. You walk away with everything with a little residue. If you know that what you're carrying prevents you from being productive at everything that you can be in another relationship, take your time. Mm-hmm. Don't rush. But even when you're in that relationship, you should be in a relationship with a person you can talk all things out to. I don't understand these relationships where you can't talk to partners because they're going to be the ones sleeping with you, living with you day to day. And if they don't know that you have these things in your past that you've dealt with, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, if they don't know that these are things that you've been through and you react and behave a certain way, they're going to take the conclusion that you're either, crazy, you don't care, you're something, whatever it may be. It's nothing to take the time to clear the air. It takes no time to clear the air with people and make sure that you're on a common ground with them and that you guys can get to a common place in whatever it is. If you love that person enough, you're going to work on that. And even if you have to take a step back and realize that, damn, I may have been mentally abusive. I may have been emotionally abusive. I may have been physically abusive. I need to own that. You know what I'm saying? Women, you've left men in your wake who you snatched down with your tongue. And they not understanding that what you gave them, yeah, they may have deserved it, but a residue of that may have been what you dealt with before. Men, y'all don't realize the shit that y'all leave when you treat a woman a certain way. You don't understand the things like you may have moved forward because men do tend to be like, oh, well, I'm over it. Just because you're over something don't mean that she's properly healed from it. It don't mean that she's dealt with that pain. and that pain ain't with her. You can't sit back here and be like, what motherfuckers need to get over. Shit ain't just that easy to get over. It ain't that easy to get over. And we got to be respectful and mindful that people lived lives before we came into it. You know what I'm saying? And what they had before you got there, we all got to be able to balance, manage, and carry. For real, for real. Because we all can't. And that's just the sad part about it.
And also, to piggyback off you
Biggie back.
Baby back.
You know what? I'm not doing
this. But no, for real. Let's break the cycle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't with a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I know one of the hardest things is to co-parent with a person that y'all left on bad terms. It's for the kids.
Yep.
It's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are tied forever because of a kid. You hungry?
Yeah, you heard that? Wait, we got to say hello to our niece, Leah. She said that it don't count you waving because we didn't say her name.
Oh.
So, hey, Leah.
My little niecey Pooh. We missed you yesterday.
Yes, we did, niecey Pooh.
Your cousins was asking about you.
Boy, these kids be spoiled around here, boy.
Y'all. So,
to my girl, listen in the background, tell her to preach. Girl, follow us. You ain't even got to listen in the background. Or moon in the sky.
No. You're absolutely right. Kids don't have shit to do with grown folk shit.
Yep.
What I'm saying is,
no, that's what he's agreeing with you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, remember, like, look, y'all, I've spilled most of my first marriage on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Especially the aftermath. I've been broken. I've been torn to shreds. I've been talked about like I ain't shit. Still getting talked about like I ain't shit. But guess what? My kids know better and my partner know better. I don't worry about what a motherfucker say to me no more because her abuse is not resonating with me anymore. It has no variance on where my life is going. You know what I'm saying? You always got to remember, like, you are in control of you.
Who in charge? I'm in charge. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all can tell we do that a lot.
But you gotta, like, even if you gotta, like, create mantras for yourself to say to yourself, like, you are good enough. Mm-hmm. You are the shit. You are dope. You are everything that a motherfucker want and more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta say all that shit, but you gotta believe it, but you also gotta live that shit.
Facts.
And every, you know what I'm saying, action don't deserve a response or a reaction. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I laugh at motherfuckers now. I laugh. Like, I'll be like,
but I also
there she go lying again.
But I also be like, John, you gotta understand, like, what she saw, what she been through, and how she think this should go. You know what I'm saying? Even the way she grew up, how this went for her. And it sucks that she don't get that that's not the energy you're giving her, but also she carries that with her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got she said she big mad because you living in life. And I agree, bro. It's a work in progress. And Red said facts. Hey, Red. There go your boo thing.
I got my crush right there, baby. And times to smile. It's like acrimony. Like, remember we was watching Acrimony? And she was looking at old girl getting everything that he said he had for her.
But she didn't want what he had.
She let motherfuckers get in her ear.
Ooh, this is the thing though, right? I'm not finna let him go. So after I don't put all this work in him so he could be good for somebody else. Bitch, let him go and let him be good. Because if the nigga wasn't good for you, hey, he gonna either be trash or good elsewhere. I just know, like, I am a person that this didn't work between us. Please don't treat the next person like you treated me.
I always believe that
Please.
when it did work out, I ain't do nothing but make you better for the next person.
No, it's 9:30. She said y'all didn't miss shot o'clock. But yeah, like I want you to be better for the next person.
Yeah.
I don't want you to treat them like me. Like I'm sorry. Misery truly loves company. So if he's not good for me and I let that go, believe me, I didn't wish him to go be abusive to the next woman. I didn't wish for him to go and mistreat the next woman. I didn't wish for him to cheat on her, put his hands on her, emotionally rip her apart. No, if you didn't understand what you did wrong with me and you, right? And we're able to come together and have a discussion. I'm able to say my wrongs and what I felt, and you able to say yours. I've said at all my exes can tell you, I said, just don't repeat the same mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Show that
if
you
that
learned
shit
something.
didn't work with us, and I don't choose to come back because you fucking recognize that you were wrong, and you don't choose to come back because I fucking recognize I was wrong. Just, you know, what do you say? Don't be sorry, well, just be careful, ho.
Yeah.
Just be careful with the next woman's heart. You know what I'm saying? Treat the next couple the right way. Give the next couple or the next woman what you wasn't willing to give me or us. And for me, hey, I done did my part.
Like Quell said, co-parenting is hard when you receive hate from the other side.
It is.
It is definitely hard. It's definitely hard, but because it's a way around that too. Motherfuckers gonna hate if you ain't doing something. They hate because you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? People gonna hate. You can't worry about what another person gonna say, think, do when it comes to you. All you gotta do is be everything you supposed to be to that baby, because that's the only motherfucker that matter. The only motherfucker that matter. All that other shit is gaslighting.
Like a mug.
That's it. That's all it is. I told my husband to not hit his girlfriend, but he did. You can't save them all, Angelique.
You will hope that they will learn.
Can't save them all. You know, some people, that's sad to say, that's just them. They don't know no other way. And as fucked up as that sound, that's the motherfucking truth.
Yeah.
They just don't know no other way.
Some women don't, some people have been abused so much in their life that they don't feel loved unless you're abusing them.
Yeah.
So this PTSD, that is a part of it. Thinking that that's the norm, that is what has to happen, and that's how you have to live your life. Like, it is stressful we're all question relationships. Every man, every woman, every being walking this earth question genuine connections and relationship. If you don't believe it, you're not paying attention to social media. You got people saying, if you ask once, don't ask again. You can do it yourself. Some shit is better done if you do it yourself. You don't need friends. All I need is me. I don't need a gang of people. I need a small circle. We all see nothing but trauma up and down our timeline, right? Of people putting mantras out there that stems from things that they went through.
From hurt.
Hurt, bad friendships, bad relationships. And it's sad that we believe that we have to close our heart and ourselves off to this part of the world, to this part, and it's not true. I always say this, we were so not made to be alone, because if we would be here one by one. Yes, you are supposed to get your alone time and time to yourself, but you are not meant here to be alone. And we are all loving and moving and governing our relationships out of hurt and pain and wondering why it's repeating the same fucking cycles. Because if you're moving in your relationship like you moved in your last relationship, whether you cheating or whether you're scared, it don't matter which way it is. The shit it's not gonna work. And if you got somebody that you can't tell what you need to tell to, it's not gonna work. Every time we have to hide shit, no matter if it break down today or 15 days later, that shit break down.
That shit, the hardest shit to do is to keep something. Man, look. Okay, man.
Did you do like this?
Man, it's some real shit. It's some real shit. It's some real shit. God damn it.
Y'all take y'all last shot. Y'all, I've been doing half shots all day.
It is time for your weekly announcements, God damn it. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to get it when I got it, but I got it because the gift was good.
I swear, my allergies, between you and my allergies.
So, again, this is the first day of 2024.
Y'all hear the drum roll.
This is the first day of 2024. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, I almost sabotaged this. So, Red, I know. I had to get a friend.
Self-sabotaging is a whole nother show, but we definitely gonna get into that because
pull out church podium and adjust the mic, as Kendall said. Yes, Red. Yes, y'all is funny.
So again, Happy New Year to all. Glad y'all had a safe New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And y'all are here fucking with us on New Year's Day, man. We love all y'all. We thank y'all for being here.
Yes.
Tuesday, what we got going on?
Nothing. Oh, Tippy Tuesday. You know what? It's the first Tippy Tuesday of the New Year.
Yeah.
So we need to step out.
Yeah, we might
get
have
us some tacos.
Yeah, we might have to slap. Y'all might catch us at the Licorice Lounge tomorrow, 87th to St. Louis.
Yes.
Come fuck with us.
Yes.
Support our boy Tippy
Tuesday.
You know what I'm saying?
And then on Wednesday, you got Kicking It With the Crew podcast. Go to the website. Go to their Facebook page, Kicking It With the Crew.
And, not to cut you off, it will be an all men's edition January 10th on Kicking It With the Crew. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And,
because I also got some good news with Kicking With the Crew too. Okay, so then on Thursday, we did Wednesday. If y'all got something going on Thursday, this weekend, I it's some events going on and parties, but I don't know about that Life got their party, their Boy Shorts party coming up January 13th. Right. So check them out. Go to their group. Get your tickets. They actually have limited tickets on sale. A limited amount of couples, a limited amount of single men, and limited amount of single women. So y'all get y'all tickets, and they coming up short on not coming up short. They coming up on a limit for couples. So y'all better get in there.
And that's a good time, y'all. That's a good time, man. We kicked it with them all the time.
Anything going on in that place across the street from Popeyes? No, we ain't heard nothing. You know what? When Lydell get on here talking about them goddamn tacos.
I bet she referred to the place across the street from Popeyes.
Hey, I was saying it for weeks. She can't help it. It was the place across the street from Popeyes for weeks. But Kicking It With the Crew will be in our live here at Pettiford Palace Monday, January 13th. I think that is. No, 16th. So King Holiday.
Really?
Yeah. You in the whole group chat when I was talking about it.
I missed that. But y'all tune into that. That's not next week, but we got the next.
Yep, in a few weeks, we will have the crew here live. So a week after they do their mans, we're going to have the crew here with us discussing some things. So that'll be very, very excited. They fucking influencers in Michigan City.
Yeah, they
so call it what it is. So I'm very proud of my friends.
We definitely gonna get into that.
We don't have the Pettiford Palace. Don't get it twisted. It's a comfort thing. I enjoy doing it. Sorry. Pettiford Palace, we don't have any events as of right now. Not yet. I think our next event is in February. But, yeah, we will be hosting Super Bowl.
Super Bowl will be at the Pettiford Palace. Be on the lookout for flyers coming within the next week.
That is a limited amount because it is really just a kickback.
Group of people be wild. Kickback and shit, you know what
I'm
saying?
Put out some snacks, do some shit.
Definitely gonna have liquor, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna get tipsy a little bit. So if y'all coming, I advise y'all to take the day off the next day.
I'll put my shit in today.
Take that Monday off, man, because we still gonna get it in now. We still gonna kick it.
Oh, and I think I'll be doing some conferences coming up in March too, and my birthday. So we getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
but
like,
I'm just like,
that's
that's all
all
I
in
know for the
March,
week,
man.
y'all. I don't know nothing else, y'all. I've been tired.
And if y'all got some stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know Red, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you be doing your thing, man. Shoot us inbox or something so we can let motherfuckers know where to party.
And all right, Shima said we finally able to take a shot with y'all. All right. Happy New Year. Thank y'all again. I know we keep saying it, but y'all, we in 2024. I'm just happy to make it another year. Everybody didn't make it to this side of 2020, this side of 2023, and I am grateful for those that were on this walk. I am grateful for those that's not on this walk. So I'm blessed to be where I'm at.
So another great show. I appreciate all of y'all being open.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate all of y'all being open and honest and transparent with us during this. I know this was a tough topic to talk about, but hey,
yes,
we got it out there, man, and we gonna heal, and we are here for we here for each other. We our own village, man. Use it, cause I definitely do.
Yes,
yes. You know what I'm saying? In saying that, man, it's 24, man. I'm just grateful and thankful to be with my life partner, my wife. You know, I am so grateful that I met you. I swear to God, I wouldn't have it no other way. If I went back, I would have chased you again. I would have hawked you down again.
Hey, Tada.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the woman you have become. I appreciate you allowing me to be the man that I am and allowing me to grow. And I appreciate growing with you. Oh. And yeah.
All that good shit.
All that good shit.
I want to say ditto.
I'll take it.
No,
I'll take it because she gonna start crying in a minute.
No.
Ditto was fine.
Is this our sign off or no?
I mean, yeah, it could be.
Okay, so I appreciate you, and I love the flowers that you give me every time we on here. Ugh, I love it, y'all. But I want to say that to everybody that have walked on this side of 2020, got to 2024, January 1st. You had to shake off some people. You had to lose some people. Don't feel bad about it. Take your steps, move forward, and don't let nobody tell you that you changing for yourself is for the worst. Because they always want you to do what they want you to do for them.
Yeah.
Be true to you all the time.
Salud.
Salud. Time to eat because my stomach growling. We out. We love y'all. Happy New Year.
Don't forget, man. Y'all got shit going on, man. Send that shit through the inbox.
Yes.
Red, you're right. Hard topics need to be talked about. We ain't done, man. We're going to keep it going, man. But we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace out. Love you. Bye.